My name is Rolake. I go by Raleigh, and I'm from Nigeria, but I've lived most of my life in Grand Prairie, Texas. I have known the bride since high school. I would say like 2005, 2006. And we were in marching band together, even though she would never admit in a million years that she was in band. Yeah, she played the flute. And I would say I was a pretty big band nerd in high school, and I took band very seriously. And so in marching band, like, we would all be outside, and Yvonne just would never listen to the band instructors. Like, she was always loud and laughing and not doing what she was supposed to do. And she just irritated the crap out of me. Like, I could not stand her for anything. So safe to say, we really just did not get along in high school. I could care less for her. Then when I found out she was going to tech in 2008, to be honest, I was kind of annoyed because I just didn't like her. But we had a lot of classes together at tech. We had similar friends, so we were forced to hang out. And I would say within the first couple of weeks of being with her at tech, I was like, oh my God, where's this girl been all my life? We clicked immediately. And to this day, she's one of my best friends. What I would say favorite memories or shared experiences with the bride. Well, we have a lot, I'm sure, like most people will say, of a lot of experiences together, and I love the girl to death. But I would say my favorite is probably when we took summer classes together at TCC. We had this Spanish teacher, and for some reason, he hated me. Like, I've never had a teacher hate me. Like, I'm always a teacher's pet. So I don't know why, but he hated me. And I remember one time we were sitting in class, and we were allowed to eat in class, and I was eating my Cheeto Puffs. I love Cheeto Puffs. So I'm over here like eating my Cheeto Puffs, like listening to whatever he was saying. And all of a sudden he stops class, like in the middle of the class, and he's like, "You, stop eating right now." And I was like, "Hmm?" And I dropped my chip out of my hand, like confused as to what was going on. And he said, "Get your stuff and get out of my class. And no one ever, because of you, will ever be allowed to eat in my class again." And I'm sitting there shocked, like, what the heck is happening right now? And Yvonne, all of a sudden, she's trying to contain herself. She can't help it. And she busts out laughing, like literally, like uncontrollable laughter, which, as you can imagine, pissed off the teacher even more. So he gets irritated, tells her to get up as well and to leave the class. And our final was the next day, and he was like, "And I never want to see you guys back in my class again. I don't care if the final is tomorrow. I never want to see you guys back in my class ever again." And so we're both sitting there like shocked, like, did we really just get kicked out of this class? But we went to, like, I don't know, the assistant dean or someone of TCC at that time, who was finally able to let us take the final exam. But it just goes to show our relationship dynamic. Always laughing at times we shouldn't be laughing, always laughing at inappropriate times and getting in trouble. But it is what it is. And I'd say that's definitely one of my favorite memories with her. Personality trait I love about her is, as much as she's very jokey and everything, like she's always laughing and is always there to be, the comedian, she really is really caring. And I would say that's probably the biggest thing I like about her. Like, she's that person where if you need someone to talk to, it doesn't matter if it's 2 a.m. in the morning, because she doesn't sleep. She's always watching one show or the other. If you need someone to come pick you up, to come drive you at 1 a.m, like, she's always there for you. Like, she's a great friend in that way. Like, she'll put herself aside to help her friends, and that's really a character trait that you want in any friend. And Yvonne easily has that trait. It's not something that she has to work for. It's just effortless for her. I first heard about the groom, I would say a couple of months after first dating. She wanted me to meet him. So we went to Dave & Buster's. And for some reason, I don't know how the conversation took this turn, but we started talking about redeemed pastures. And he just had a lot to say about redeemed pastures, like a lot. And you know, he didn't know that my dad was a redeemed pastor, so I was just like, yeah, I'm not feeling this guy at all. But for some reason he stuck around and he was just always there. And finally, you know, he started to warm up to me a little bit and I started to warm up to him. And I would say, like, I can totally see why they're together. I mean, it makes sense. They make sense together, and I'm so happy that they're together. What I look forward to from this wedding, I would say, is just the amount of fun I think that everyone's gonna have at this wedding. They both love to turn up. They both love to dance. They love to see everyone have a good time. They both like to be the center of attention. So I think it's just going to be a lot of fun watching, you know, everyone dance, watching their dancing in, and just seeing everyone smile and laughing and just having a good time. I think that's what I look forward to most in this wedding. And of course, I look forward to seeing them in love and seeing them say their vows to each other. I really hope she cries during her vows.